Fuck what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga, put me in the grave. I don't give a fuck what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Oh, fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's a Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like that, man. Niggas, she know I'm a prophet, she got to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' a different breed of black man. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we soldier. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some way. I will never take up as a place. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit. We want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like with they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better hide the women, hide the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. In the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian, we ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the gun with the slide on. Real, I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like, bitch, whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with what me and my nigga like. My nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all don't fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Come here. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Yeah. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough in them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options. Used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wok, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Keep the Glockin' with me, it was like a ball with it. Me at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, trying to curse an imposter. She get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Send that hate, make it to the featherweights. Niggas say they hard, but they sweeter than a dedication. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a step and a roller. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Trying to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick baby. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Nigga swear he the go, bring him to the bush, The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in their feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. Be at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, you get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers trying to set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Never. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim me riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die. Skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P for the 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with it. Be at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one west, go to war with everybody.
All right, Rudy speech, man. We got Captain Tom building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rudy speech, man. I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine. Big glow, I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya, off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak with a bin shot you. The best rhymer, Synth Pop and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not in China. My conglomerate wreck like King Kong. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm throughout pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring karma. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect. Pay homage, I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West ball put me up in a starship. About to fight the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles he made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had printers on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a park, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said so.
Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just Isupk Satx in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my
Are we on? We live? All right, clap it up. Clap it up. All right, shalom. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alatan Bashim Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. We're the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right, we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right, the truth of the Bible is that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from Negro and Indian descent are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the Lord's chosen people. You know what I mean? And today's class is, what's today's class topic? Title? Okay, yeah, Thanksgiving breaks the laws of God. Okay, this is ISUPK San Antonio law class. It's Wednesday law class. We have a class on Monday, history class on Monday. We have a brotherhood class on Tuesday. We have a Wednesday law class. And then on Thursday, General Muhammad does his scripture breakdown out of New York. Friday, we have Hebrew classes. Saturday, we have the Sabbath service. You understand? You know what I mean? So, like, it's time to lock in because now is the time. Because right now, Mexicans, Hispanics, Native Americans, they're all getting persecuted. You dig what I'm saying? With the ice madness, and then now with this Native American stuff that's going on, you know what I mean? We're all getting persecuted. You dig what I'm saying? Because the Lord wants us to turn back to the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? And the only reason why we have to turn back to the Most High is because we left the Most High in the first place. Right. You dig what I'm saying? We left those laws, statutes, and commandments, those rules and regulations that He put on the planet for us. You dig what I'm saying? Who's reading for me? All right, give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. Oh, man. Is there any questions in the room? No. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold on 1 second. I gotta send this.
This is the book of First.
Hold on 1 second.
Testing.
Yeah. Test. No. Let me stop. That's stupid, right? I'm too black. I'm an Israelite, just the salt of the earth. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I was watching a video the other day where his brother was beating on the table. You know what I mean? But like the beat was dope. I was like, hey, that's hard right there. You know what I mean? We do everything.
Everybody's gonna imitate Judah, so we're gonna rock with you. That's all that means.
No, they ain't gonna imitate the Israelites. Yeah, not Judah. We don't want to put Judah above any other Israelites. We're the 12 tribes of Israel. We're all together in this. You know what I mean? Real talk. I don't want to disrespect no other tribes. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But you know, they be trying to persecute ISUPK, man. Anything we say, they be like, oh, see, they thinking Judah did like, brother. You know what I mean? Calm down. Like, breathe. You know what I mean? So you had a question, or you just trying to get the Bible? The Bible.
I'm trying to get, because I have a Bible app. I don't have the Bible. So, and I know some of these are different translations.
Yeah.
They don't go with the.
We just going with the King James 1611. You know what I mean? You ready?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
Right. The things that they sacrifice to devils. Right. The heathen, right? The other nations, whatever they sacrifice, and they sacrificing on the Baal, they sacrificing on to the Christian God, they sacrificing to the Hindu God. It's all devils. It's all going to be sacrificed onto something that's not for the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? And that's including Halloween. That's including Easter. That's including Thanksgiving. That's including Christmas. That's including New Year's, right? All of that is not of the Most High and what the Most High wants you to keep and celebrate. You dig what I'm saying? That's a whole other different culture, a whole other different understanding. You know what I mean? And it's not of the Most High. We understand that? Keep going.
And not to God.
And not to who?
Not to God.
Not to our power.
Right.
Not to our God. Right. We in 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. Oh, you good. You good. You good. If you need, you know what I mean, got a question, you know, raise your hand. You know, tomorrow I got you. Go ahead.
And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
Right. And the Lord don't want us to have fellowship with devils. The Lord don't want us to have fellowship with any nations or their gods or their customs, nothing that they deal with. The Lord don't want us to deal with. Why? Because they're going to try to get us to follow them and not follow the Most High.
Right.
That's the whole thing about it. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing about it. How many times have we made a covenant with somebody else, and then they started to I don't want to say inspire, but start to put their culture into our community all the time.
The American flag, that's 50 covenants with the state.
Right.
Treaties.
Right.
50 treaties that they broke.
You dig what I'm saying?
Every single one of them they broke.
Right. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what they keep on trying to do. They keep on trying to insert themselves into our culture. You know what I mean? That's why when we go out there to camp, white people be upset. They say, "Oh yeah, we respect what y'all doing," because they respect that rebellious spirit, but then they be mad because they like we wouldn't, if there was a KKK rally, right? We ain't going.
Right.
I ain't never even thought about going to a Charlie Kirk convention or whatever it is called that he does. He's dead, but I would never think about going there because of the racist. I ain't never tried to go to a Trump rally. You feel me?
Right.
But we be on the corner, right? Talking about the white man is the devil, and the white man walks up and just sits there. Think about that. Think about that. Like you don't know what we on. We out here calling you the devil, and you gonna walk up and be like, "I got a question. Do you believe in Jesus?" What the? think about that.
That last video they was talking about, man, I don't know who was talking about it, but I've seen it here from San Antonio. Man, they're a danger to their own selves.
No, Tepasar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Tepasar.
Yeah, hey, that one right there stuck out like a sore thumb to me.
Right. True. Right. And it's just the way they think is the way it is. I rule this. I can go anywhere I want to go. I can be in your neighborhood knocking on the door at 7:00 in the morning. It don't matter, because what they gonna do to me? You dig what I'm saying? What they gonna say to me? Right. What they gonna because they're in rulership, so they're gonna everything that they think and everything that they do is to get you to assimilate into their culture, right? With the Most High, he don't want them to assimilate into his culture. He just wants you to keep his culture. Right. You know what I mean? He don't want us to be in a big melting pot. He doesn't. Look, when he divided the lands, he divided it on the bounds of Israelites. Right. So he gave everybody their portion of land depending on what we had. You know what I mean? He gave us the best of the best and then divvied out the rest to everybody else. You dig what I'm saying? Right. But so it's not supposed to be a big melting pot like it is here in America. If it was supposed to be that, he would have just let the Tower of Babel rock. You know what I'm talking about? But he didn't. He broke it apart and turned all the languages so they couldn't understand each other because he wanted the separation. Right. How come we don't want the separation? How come we want to celebrate the same things Donald Trump celebrates? How come we want to celebrate the same thing Elon Musk going to celebrate? We want to celebrate the same thing not TD Jakes. What's that dude name? The white boy in Houston, Joel Osteen. Why do we want to celebrate the same thing he's going to celebrate? And we do that too much. We're making covenants with these people, and the Lord didn't want us to make no covenant with these people. That's the whole point of it. You know what I mean? The Lord wants you to be ye separate, as your Father in heaven is separate. You know what I mean? Set apart. You had your hand up, sis?
So like you said, so there was y'all was having camp,
mm-hmm.
and some white people came up and was like, "Oh, yeah, y'all really cool. What can we do to join you so we can do what you're doing?" And y'all was like, "No, you can't join us."
Yeah,
they were trying to somehow be in the group.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on in their head, because the entire time.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but then they're just trying to come in here so they can be the next Dylan Ruth Thorne, the next Peyton Gendrick, the guy from Boston, not Boston, Buffalo. That went there and shot all the people up. That's what they're trying to be. As soon as we let them in, they're going to shoot up the place. You dig what I'm saying? It's the reason why we have shamar. It's the reason why we have security. You dig what I'm saying? Because people, the world we live in, they shoot up everything. They kill themselves. So I know they'll kill us with no problem. You dig what I'm saying? That's why we be on shamar. You dig what I'm saying? You understand that? You dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 21. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
You can't. I guess the Christian what 6ix9ine say? Christian pastor, they just gonna skip over this part. You know what I'm talking? Put my glasses back on. You know what I'm talking? They just gonna they just gonna skip over that part. They're gonna skip over that part. So you can't be in the Christian, you can't serve the God and sacrifice to devils. You can't sacrifice to the Most High and sacrifice to the devils. You can't be in the Christian church and then be with Donald Trump. It don't go together. You dig what I'm saying? Or maybe that does go together. You can't be in here and be in the Christian church. That don't go together. You can't be in here and be with Donald Trump. You can't be in here and celebrate Thanksgiving. Can't be in here and celebrate Christmas. Because you can't serve two masters. You dig what I'm saying? You can't. You just can't do it. Either you're going to do what God says or you're going to do what the world says, but you can't do both. You know what I mean? You'll weed yourself out. Eventually, you're just not going to be around. And we're going to know why. Because, you're still out there in the world. Whatever you're doing in the world, smoking weed, popping pills, messing with whores, whatever you're doing out there in the world, okay, now we know what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? But as long as you're in here, you can fight it. You can fight it in the spirit of Christ. That's what that going through the fire is, right? Right. So as long as you in here, we can fight that. We can fight Thanksgiving. It's nothing. That's easy. I did it. I did it for the past 7 years. You know what I mean? I think I'm getting pretty good at it. You do anything for 7 years, you might be a professional at it. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you was moving furniture and you've been moving furniture for the past 7 years, you'd be pretty good at it, don't you think? Any profession you do for 7 years, you'd be pretty good at it. So why don't you go to the people that been doing it forever? Been doing it for 7 years. Captain, I've been doing this for 10 plus years now. Officer Dawid, I've been doing it for 10 plus years. Captain Cottis, I've been doing it for 10 plus years. It's crazy. You feel me? They're now, how long did it take to become a doctor? 7 years to become a doctor. This is more, right? I don't know. Somebody look up the show ER. No, I'm playing. That's my I like that show. That's my go-to show. You know what I mean? Keep going. Oh, is that it on that scripture?
No, sir, there's more.
Yeah, keep going.
You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
Right. You can't eat at two tables. You can't eat at the Lord's table and then go out there and make covenants with the oppressor and think you're going to come back in here and be with us. You have to make a decision. You have to make a choice. You have to be on this side or be on this side. Either you're going to celebrate Thanksgiving or you're not. You can't be over here and then tomorrow go to Thanksgiving and just think that, I'm just going to go to Thanksgiving and not eat no turkey. You know what I mean? You're still in the celebration spirit. You're still in that spirit of Thanksgiving. That's like, I'm not going to Christmas dinner, but then they bring you Christmas presents and you still open the Christmas presents and oh, thank you. I needed this. You know what I mean? No, keep that Christmas present. Don't wrap it because they're going to wrap it. They're going to wrap the Christmas present. I got you, sisters. They're going to wrap the Christmas present. If you love me, just give me a gift any day of the week. You know what I'm talking about? It don't have to be a birthday. It don't have to be a Christmas. Just give me a gift. Like, hey, brother, I was thinking about you the other day, and I remember you said you needed some socks. You know what I'm talking about? I got you some socks. Appreciate it because I needed some socks. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be Christmas. It ain't got to be your birthday. It ain't got to be none of those things. You dig what I'm saying? I like gifts. Who like gifts? Lord knows I like a gift or two. You know what I mean? I love when somebody bring me something out the blue. But boy, I appreciate it. Buck shot tequila, the water. Yeah. Just put that on the earth. Put that, speak it. You know what I mean? You want to go to Mexico? I think Yashikar is looking for some strong brothers to go to Mexico. You know what I mean? I know I was already going to sign. I'm already going. What? Yeah, we got ISUPK Mexico. Yeah, but them purple guys is just they're not really down for the Mexicans. Mexicans is tough. They're not tough enough. Yeah, they're not tough enough. You know what I mean? They're not tough enough. They're not gonna do it. We know it.
I know how to move. I lived in Mexico 5 years.
Right.
My son lives in Mexico.
Well, let me tell you about the captain I serve. He took us into Mexico, level 4 cartel country, and to go feed people and help people. That's the captain I serve. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We gonna fight. We gonna go. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna stop. You dig what I'm saying? We have no fear, only fear of the Most High.
That's right.
You dig what I'm saying? What'd you have to say, sis?
I believe it was like two years ago, and after learning about Thanksgiving and like not to celebrate it, how it was unlawful, it was coming up. My family had gathered together. I was with my mom, and we in the house, right? But I was just in a separate room taking naps and stuff, and it was so weird because like everybody was praying, bowing their heads, and I was just in the other room. And then they'll try to save me a plate. And I told them like I wasn't gonna celebrate with y'all.
Right.
I was just gonna be like over here. They'll be like, "Oh well, we'll save you a plate for tomorrow." And I was like, "I'm not gonna eat it." Like same
you feel me?
Same with Christmas. Like, oh then I'll just give it to you tomorrow, even though I got it. Was trying to give it to you on this day. I'll give it to you tomorrow. I'm like, I'm not gonna take it.
Right.
On my birthday, you want 100? I didn't even know it was my birthday. I just woke up to a phone call. Hey, I'm gonna give you $100. I was like, really? That's so nice. And then I thought about it. I was like, why is she giving me $100 all of a sudden? Because it was my grandma. I looked at my phone, and she was like, well, it's your birthday. You know, I want to give you $100. I said, oh no. I said, it's okay. You can keep it. I don't celebrate birthdays or whatever. And then she was like, why? Because Christ had a birthday. And I said,
when?
No, he didn't.
I want to know when. I've been looking for this. Okay. When did Christ have a birthday? I know when he was born, but when did he like, when they was like, hey, yeah, you know, today Jesus' birthday, we finna go barbecue. And, you know, like, no, it was nothing. He never happened. That's why even now, they don't know when his birthday was. Even now, they don't know because he ain't never celebrated it. Nobody ever did.
And because I said no, she was like, "Oh, well, fine then. I'll just give it to your sister." I was like, okay. And I went back to sleep.
How did give it to my sister? Hey, sis, let me borrow $100.
Like, it'll be cool if it was another day.
Maybe
I get it, but what I'm saying is I've been trying to tell my family too, right, sis? And it's like they push the issue on that day specifically too. When you tell them like, man, I don't celebrate Christmas, or I don't celebrate my birthday. And then like, oh, happy birthday on my like Facebook, they like, can't you just be happy for me another day? You know what I'm saying?
No.
I already told you.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Why?
They'll stop doing it.
Look, why? Because the oppressor tells them to.
Yeah.
The oppressor tells them to. Witchcraft is real. Enchantment is real.
I broke up with my ex, right? I was gonna marry her because she thought I was trying to be cheap or something because of the holidays. I go, I don't do Thanksgiving. I don't do that. I'm like, she thought, oh no, you ain't trying to spend. I'm like, there's plenty of other holidays, like holy days, we can celebrate and go all out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or we can throw a party. But she kept on giving. She never told me directly, but she, you know what I mean? Like gave me the signals. You know.
Well, was she willing to?
She never got it.
Not. I'm not saying not getting it, right? Because a lot of people are not going to understand the truth. This is something very foreign to them. You know what I mean? It was foreign to you at one point in time. It was foreign to me at one point in time. Well, I didn't know. They didn't know. We didn't know. You know what I mean? So, but we have to be patient with them. You know what I mean? If they're still willing to dwell together with you and not push the issue, then we shouldn't be getting rid of them and throwing them away. You know what I mean? Because you could, yeah, because you could be the one to in their life to make them. You could be the one in their life that they can see a change in you and be like, damn, man, I could change too. You could let your light shine in that house. You know what I mean? So as long as they're not pushing against it, like, and she's like, you know, no pork in the house. Well, okay, well, you know, my man don't want no pork in the house, so we can't do that.
Mexican is a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Breakfast, eggs, and chorizo. I'll tell her no chorizo.
I love
in the
eggs
morning.
and chorizo.
It's an issue. You know, like that's how much pork is in Mexican culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, same thing with black folks. Same thing with black folks. But nowadays, there's a substitute for everything. They got beef bacon. Oh my mama. Oh my mama. Everything is a but you know what, one thing you can't substitute is the spirit that things come in. Like Thanksgiving, I don't care if you're eating enchiladas. Because I know some people that they be like, we're not doing turkey, we're gonna do enchiladas. It's still the same spirit. You know what I mean? You're offering it to another god. It's still the same spirit. You know what I mean? The same understanding is coming with that. You feel me? So sometimes you have to check what you're doing in the spirit of things. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? All right. Is there anything on that scripture? Give me Exodus 32:6. Oh no. Give me Exodus 20 and 6.
This book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of
20 and 8.
This book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
I'm gonna just tell you, thou shalt not have no other gods before me.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna look for it.
It's Exodus 20, right?
La.
Gotta be Exodus 20, man. That's the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, that's the commandments, but this is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3.
Okay.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right. This right here is a very important, because this is at a time where they're coming out of Egypt, right? Where they were probably worshiping other gods or something like that. You know what I mean? Because they were in captivity, just like we're in captivity now. You know what I mean? That's why this is spiritual Egypt, because we're gonna come out of this place too. You know what I mean? And the Lord is telling them that they should have no other gods before him, right? You know what we put before the Most High now? Everything. Everything. Christmas is another god. Thanksgiving is another god. Christmas is another god. New Year's is another god. Halloween, another god. Even something that's supposed to symbolize love, right? Valentine's Day, another god. You dig what I'm saying? And it's crazy that all these different things are sacrificed to another god. You dig what I'm saying? But that's everything that America holds dear, right? And the crazy thing about it is, it was back then, they were doing the same thing, same time. They were just calling it something else. You dig what I'm saying? None of these, there's nothing new under the sun. including holidays, including these gods that's being worshipped. We're just worshiping them in the same way, just worshiping them on with a new name. You know what I mean?
So, like, if I may, like the spirit of Thanksgiving, like, it's thanks for the abundance of what is around them, right? Like they gained the land from the Native Americans, and they're thankful for that, right?
Right.
And now the land is plentiful, and it brings a bounty of crops or whatever, right? And they're thankful for that. And most most Thanksgiving decorations have the basket with the horn basket.
Yeah.
It's called a cornucopia,
Right.
right? That's actually a Greek symbol for abundance, off
Right.
of the goat that fed Zeus, and
Right.
it broke off, and Zeus ate all the fruit that came out of that horn.
Brother, and the reef.
The reef, yeah.
The reef is the same. Is the reefer? No, the reef is the same deal.
Right.
It's the same deal with the reef, and that's heavy that you bring that up, because think about who had good crops in the Bible.
Who had good crops was Abel.
Think about it. Who had good crops in the Bible and they was worshipped for it? No.
Baal.
Baal, and all he did was had good crops.
Right.
That Baal was a man.
Right.
They do that now, but back then in the Bible, Balaam, he was a man, and he just had good crops, and everybody liked his crops so much that they just worshipped him because he had good crops. Oh man, how you get the crops so good? And they bowed down to him, and they worshipped him because he had good crops. It's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. And now we have a whole day for Thanksgiving and the abundance of things. You dig what I'm saying? We put everything above the Most High. Think about the YNs now, right? An NBA YoungBoy, he's a cult leader.
Right.
NBA YoungBoy can tell all the YNs to crash out and go kill people, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Why? Because they look at him as a god, as a graven image. There was people crying. It's like Michael Jackson crying at his concert. What is you crying for? Like, right. If you could tap into people's emotion, got them.
All Hispanic women with Selena, the whole big loops.
Yeah.
The whole how she used to dress. I remember my mom, because my mom cried when she died. I was in first grade, and the whole like hair with
the little loopy thing, loopy bang.
The bang,
yeah.
Aquanet and everything. Everybody was copying Selena.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with copying her hairstyle.
No, but I'm saying
like
worship her, like damn.
It's and it wouldn't be more like it wouldn't be worshiping, but it's like it could keep reading. Look, keep reading.
Come on. Verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
Right.
Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above.
Right.
Or that is in the earth beneath.
Right. Go ahead.
Or that is in the water under the earth.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them.
Now that's the part that everybody be missing. You know what I mean? Who in here has ever seen somebody propose to a woman? I've seen somebody propose. What did they do? Use the word that the Bible used. They bow down to their woman, make her a what? A graven image, right. A god. Is it not real? Is it not real? That's what they're doing. That's why they say happy wife, happy life. It's crazy that I don't even have to say the rest of it. We just know what it is. Right. because they make that woman an idol.
The one that I learned when I was in prison is the judge. All right. Maybe see it.
Right.
Comes in like black.
Yeah.
Supposedly, of color of purity is supposed to be white. Right?
Right.
He comes in wearing black. You must stand up and bow down. Stand up and sit down before, if not, you will get thrown out of court.
You want to know why he wears black? And you know why he's the judge? You want to know why judges wear black? Jeremiah 14:2. Because the Jews, the Israelites are the real judges on the planet, and the judges are black.
That's right.
They're trying to copy. That's why Jews wear black. The Jewish man, that's why he wears all black. Because the real Jews are black.
Right.
And they're trying to be like, they're thinking like, they're not thinking wearing black. They're just trying to say like, yeah, see black. But that's not accurate. They're goofy. What? It's supposed to be. Set the ambiance. you do what I'm saying? And that's why he's the judge. That's why they say, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor. Because they want him, he's supposed to be the judge on earth. But he's corrupt, just like all the other white men. Right. Only judge I was Judge Joe Brown. Hey, Judge Joe Brown got a fire interview online. You know, talking about how blacks, Hispanics was always persecuted and they were always given an unfair chance given by the prosecutor. And Judge Joe Brown, somebody need to get that brother a flyer. Right. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Him and what's the smart, tough lawyer? What's his name? Judge Mathis. The gang member. Yeah, I thought Judge Mathis was a gang member. Judge Mathis did it all. He was a pimp, gang member, and all that. He did. Judge Joe Brown was the one always calling somebody a crackhead. Yeah, real talk. That's a crackhead move. Real talk. But that's why they wear. That's why they wear that. But. Well, back to what we was talking about the bowing down to it. You feel me? I see a lot of pastors. I used to watch them in the morning in church, right? Before they do the church service, they'll go into like there was a big Caesar Borgia picture behind the pulpit, and they'll go there and bow to it, and they'll pray before before church. And I used to sit there and watch it. You know what I mean? And I'm not worried about the Bible and church. Don't care nothing about it. You do what I'm saying? I'm just there because my mama, you know what I mean? My mama made me go like whatever. So like I'm there watching them. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. All right, well, maybe that's what we supposed to do. You don't want to get on your knees, bow to, you know what I mean? And then now I get into the Isupk and I read that scripture. I said, dog, they was bowing to that. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. That's almost like the big goat head, like the Baphomet. You know what I mean? They circle that thing and they bow to it. The cobblestone, right? They bow to it and kiss it. The cobblestone is Islam. Yeah.
The big square a while back.
Right.
I was Muslim because they got for the roaches. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Roaches and all that, man. They have a big they had a big what's the name at the cobblestone, a big stampede, and people died at the cobblestone because it's weird. It's just a rock, and people bow down to it. That's why our God told us not to bow down to it. Right? Go ahead, read that again.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God.
Right. That's why the Lord told us not to bow down to not to bow down to these different gods and these different idols. You know what I mean? Because like it profit us nothing. It's just it's BS. You do what I'm saying? And we're gonna waste time trying to find God and do that when the Lord just told us to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You feel me? The Lord gave us, that's why this is called the instructions. You know, they always have this little acronym for the Bible talking about basic instructions before leaving Earth, but nobody follows it. That's crazy, right? They tell you, oh yeah, the Bible, the basic instructions before leaving Earth, but nobody follows the basic instructions. Nobody until you get into the ISUPK. And then we're following this to a T. Now we're like, oh, now everybody like, oh snap, you in the cult. Nigga, the same cult you should have been in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, you should have been in this. You should have been doing this. Because you say you believe the Bible and the basic instructions before leaving Earth. How come we don't follow the basic instructions? They say the basic instructions before leaving Earth, but then they say, oh God, the laws are done away with. The instructions are done away with. You're goofy. Goofy. You feel me? Right. Is there any more on that?
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
We all right. But them that hate me, that's the Lord. The Lord is saying that you hate him when you worship these other gods.
Right.
Do you really want to hate the Lord? I'm gonna put it in simpler terms now, right? We all got mamas, we all got daddies, right? Let's say, right? Let's say you got your mama and your daddy, right? Does everything for you, right? Everything, right? Put a roof over your head, give you clothes, food, everything like they're supposed to, like a parent, right? But then you go to somebody else and call them mother and father. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. The Lord does everything for us, but we go to somebody else and give them the credit of God. Yeah, you hate that's hateful. You're hating your mom and your father. You're hating God. It's very simple. That's why this is the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, because it is very practical. The world is not practical. The world is a fairy tale. The world is weird. We're practical. We're very simple. You know what I mean? And that's why when you sit down and talk to people, they go, that makes sense. All right, now when you going to change your life and get in here? I'm not. All right, brother. I'm always here whenever you're ready. You know what I mean? Am I wrong? They can't hear you. You're just so soft and dainty.
They said, well, I'm not gonna be in the school because you said I can't celebrate my birthday. So, like, it'll be something that simple. If I can't celebrate my birthday, then I'm not joining the school.
Well, I mean,
that's what they do.
You
Well,
celebrating
there's just
your
one thing I disagree with, so I'm just gonna like completely dip.
So in Christianity, right? They agree with everything in Christianity. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point. You got to learn how to talk. You know, you got to learn how to double deal with these people, because these people will double talk you to death. So you got to pull up the veil and show them like how silly they sound. You know what I mean? Like with the guy that said all the laws are done away with. It's like, you know what I mean? Get his wallet.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh no, thou shalt not steal. Oh, now there's laws. Now there's rules. But you just told me the laws were done away with until they got to deal with you and get that wallet. No. Thou shalt not steal, brother. No. I'm going by your notion. Laws are done away with. Give me that money. You know, so oh snap. They thought about it. You feel me?
So yes, sir. It's like loving God is subjective in their mind. It's subjective.
They deal with
something like
they deal in doctrine, not reality. It sounds good. The laws are done away with. Yeah, see, laws are done away. It sounds good, but when you really think about it, there's laws everywhere. There's rules everywhere. The same people that tell you the laws are done away with be the same people like, I can't sell no drugs because I can't break the law. So, you know what I mean? Like, make it make sense. So America's laws is good, but God's laws ain't. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. Give me Isaiah 5 and 20.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right. Woe unto them that calls evil good and good evil. Right? Keep going.
That put darkness for light.
Right.
And light for darkness.
Right. That's why they say with the abortions, her body, her choice. And the ones that be teaching that are the pastors. Her body, her choice. That's crazy. That's crazy. So do you think God is okay with the killing of children? You know what God would be okay with? How about them not having sex? Right. If they don't want to take care of the baby, just don't have sex. Oh no, I gotta have my pleasure. Lust, they gotta have their lusts. But but when something comes from the lust, they don't want to take care of it, and I gotta get it cut out because you just want to go have sex with whoever is called you pretty at the club. Goofy. Yes.
So, like you said, 28% Gen Z have been aborted. My generation, 28%.
28% of Gen Z has been aborted. Didn't they make a law about abortion? Somebody ain't following it. Is that including all races? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's way higher too because they be dumbing down the numbers. You know what I mean? But it might not be higher. ISUPK is out here. It might not be higher. You know what I mean? And we at camp all over the earth. So it might not be higher. It might be at lowest of all time right now. It might have been higher back in the past. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't no that yeah, biblically. Yeah, there's nothing. No, but there's nothing against birth control. There's nothing against stopping to have a baby. Like, let's say you have 10 kids and you can't afford no more kids. You don't want no more kids because the 10 kid, good night. I'm thinking about my kids. 10. No, lusting for what? Yeah, what lusting for what? That's my wife. I can have sex with my wife as much as I want to have sex with my wife. Come on, baby. Let's, you know what I mean? Come on, baby. They gave me off for 3 days. You know what I'm gonna do? All 3 days. You know what I mean? No, I got kids. I can't do all 3 days. but that's what I'm saying. It's lawful. There's nothing against it in the Bible. You know what I mean? To stopping having the baby. Now, if they tying their tubes to go have sex with anybody out there willy-nilly, now that's lusty. But that's not. But even still, getting their tubes tied is not the breaking of the law. The breaking of the law is going out there having sex with many different men. You dig what I'm saying? Trust me. I've lived out here. I'm living out here. I know. I think I told you this. You call about San Antonio. Is hey, brother. This is a San Antonio relationship. We're not gonna break up, and we're not gonna try to fix the problem. We just gonna cheat on each other. I promise. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Yeah, just don't say nothing. But we still gonna live together. We still gonna be together. But we just gonna cheat on it. We just gonna cheat on each other whenever we can. That's a San Antonio relationship, brother. I promise you. I'll be looking like this is out of pocket. This is out of pocket. It is crazy. That's where STDs come from. STDs be running. That's why San Antonio be rampant in STDs. It's crazy. You feel me? But it's the breaking of the law. They call good evil and evil good. But then they'll tell you for having multiple wives that you're evil. Meanwhile, she's sleeping out there with 6 different men. They call it a roster or something like that. I got to start in 5 and all that. But they'll call you a wicked for having 5 women that you sleep with only. Meanwhile, they out there sleeping with half the San Antonio. They call evil good and good evil. Real talk. Real talk. I even hear old ladies telling young girls, don't settle now, man. You have to get out there and not sow your oats. You have to get out there and experience and different. You know what you like. That's what old ladies say. Like, it blows my mind. You feel me? Keep going on that scripture.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Right?
Verse 21.
No, that's it. But that's what it started over.
Con. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
See, this scripture right here is America turns its killers into heroes. Right. George Washington, the first president, he was a killer. They used to call him the town destroyer. Him and his grandfather were called the town destroyer because they destroyed all the villages of the so-called Native Americans, the tribe of Gad. They did it. Well, who's the Rough Riders school down here? Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt. Why do you call him a Rough Rider?
He had like expeditions to go and unalive the Native Americans.
There it is. That's why they called him a Rough Rider, because he hunted Native Americans. And he rode rough. Him and his partners. Right. You dig what I'm saying? But they got high schools named after him. George Washington High School's named after him. Right? What's his name that's on the $20 bill? Andrew Jackson. He's money. You dig what I'm saying? Ulysses S. Grant. What's his name? Robert E. Lee. Robert E. Lee in Georgia. Robert E. Lee has a whole holiday tomorrow. Oh no, Friday, Black Friday. Black Friday is Robert E. Lee's holiday in Georgia. You feel me? And he was the Confederate president or general or whatever that was. You dig what I'm saying? These men that they have a whole Mount Rushmore, right? Of killers. Right? They have a whole Mount Rushmore of killers. I'm gonna teach a class about that. They have a whole Mount Rushmore of killers, right? And they lock my Hispanic brothers up for tagging and making murals on walls and stuff like that. But they put their faces on the side of a mountain. Who did that? They need to lock them up. You dig what I'm saying? It's just it's a toss a turn of the words. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what they did with Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is the murder of the Pequot Indian, the Pequot Indians, right? And the Wampanoag Indians. The murder of them, right? And what they do, they make it a day where you give thanks. They make it a day where you get with your family and love and they do that, right? And then they even make an insult to injury because they have the Cowboys versus the Redskins. And the Cowboys is up a lot more games than the Redskins, trust me. Right. Then they call the Cowboys America's team. Bro, it's all racism. Right. Blatant racism in your face. You know why we don't see it as racism?
Because we see the white man as Jesus.
Well, I mean, damn. I was thinking more dumb it down. That's like a you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But that's a nigga that's been in that's a nigga that's been in here for a long time breakdown. You know, so why do we see them? Why do we don't see the racism? Think simpler.
Because they
that's a high breakdown too, brother.
It's like it, sir. because they put everything out as entertainment and
think of the people out there. Don't think of you. Don't think of us in here. Think of the people out there. What are they?
they're oppressed, or they're
So like you said, okay, so people have this whole like forgiveness thing going on in their head. I feel like that's why something that's obviously racist will just be like, oh well, they'll just keep giving the oppressor the benefit of the doubt.
Why? What is that called? Capiar, help me out. What is that?
Stockholm syndrome.
But what is that? What is having Stockholm syndrome? What is that? It's one word.
They're sick in the head.
They're destroyed.
Right.
That's it. We're destroyed as a people. That's the only reason why we don't see it as racism. Stockholm syndrome, that's being destroyed.
Right.
Seeing them as wanting to be white, that's being destroyed.
Seeing them as God.
That's being destroyed. It's being black.
Right.
No, destroyed. Okay. Desensitized. It's not that's being destroyed.
Right.
That's being destroyed. All of that is being destroyed. You know what I mean? But there's different levels to being destroyed, and there's different breakdowns in being destroyed. But all of that is being destroyed. That's why we don't see it as racism, because we're destroyed to the point where we just follow them blindly. We're blind to the fact because we just, whatever you say, sir. You know what I mean? You know, what we're not blind at. What we don't do blindly. Come on, just take me out the game. Take me out the game.
What we don't do blindly.
So what we don't do blindly.
Is
Surprise
obey
me.
the Lord.
Is what?
Obey the Lord.
Oh, give the brother a hand. Give the brother a hand. That's what we don't do blindly. For you to come in here, brother, you got to come in here, and we have to prove to you that you can't smoke weed. We have to prove to you that Jesus is black. We have to prove to you that you know what I mean, that Christ didn't die for everybody. We have to prove to you, like, nigga, like, you know what I mean. And then you know what they do after that? They still leave. After you done gave them scripture after scripture after scripture after scripture after scripture. We have to prove to you that smoking cigarettes is bad. We have to prove to you that you can't eat pork. We have to prove to you not to celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't have to prove anything. They just tell them celebrate Thanksgiving. Oh, thank you, God. You know, Christmas is coming up. Yes, it is. And get the tree and decorate the tree. And it's that, brother, we have a job to do, a big job to do. You dig what I'm saying? Because tomorrow, everybody except fake Israelites celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas. I wish I could find the video. Capiar, you remember that? You remember when the fake Israelite groups were celebrating the Thanksgiving? I remember. You remember that, sis? Disrespectful. Yeah. How you gonna say you gonna then they gonna come and tell you ain't got the truth. Negro, you a liar. You celebrate a lie. Why? Because they don't want to give up the American traditions. They don't want to give up the traditions. The tradition of men. They don't want to give that up. Why? Because they're destroyed. I don't care how. I don't care if you can speak all the Hebrew in life. I don't care if you know the Hebrew alphabet backwards. I don't care. I don't care. If you're going to celebrate the you know what I mean? You're gonna be destroyed just like everybody else is gonna be destroyed. You know what I mean? You're gonna right along with the oppressor. If you want to celebrate the oppressor's holidays, you're gonna be destroyed right along with the oppressor. You know what I mean? That goes for women, children, men, white, black, Puerto Rican, orange, yellow, green, olive skin. I only say that because they say Jesus olive skin. It's weird. All of that, bro. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? That's the problem. That's the problem. We treat the killers like heroes, right? Halloween, everybody was Scream. Scream is a killer. Everybody was what's his name? What's his name? Pennywise. Killer. My joint used to be the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It'd be my joint. You watch that, like, man, that's crazy. You feel me? Down there at the Alamo it was last year, the year before that, it used to be a It down there, and the Michael Myers dude used to come down there, and the Jason dude used to come down there when we was having camp. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, it's natural. Just walking downtown with you know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture. They're glorifying killers. That's the problem. That's why that's why these white kids grow up and they say, I want to be a killer just like Michael Myers. I want to be a serial killer just like Michael Myers. Who said that the other day? Isaiah. Isaiah said, well, in the kingdom, you won't be able to watch movies. Hey, bro. You feel me? I won't get over that. I won't get over that, bro. Real talk, man. That's real life. In the kingdom, you're not allowed to watch movies. Now, you're not allowed to watch movies because you watch movies and you see them killing people. You want to become a killer. You know what I'm talking about? So now you can't watch it. You know what I mean? That's like homosexuality all over the TV. Right. Officer Tazdoc said when it comes on, he goes, he watching a movie and they start doing gay stuff. He said because he doesn't want to be desensitized to it. Like, he sees it every day. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Brother, I was at Walmart the other day and I'm walking and I see a punk over here. Can I say that? I see a punk over here. I'm on the line though. Can I say that? I see a transformer over here, and then we had then we lining up, right? I told my wife, I said, man, all these transformers in here, right? So then we at the in line, right? And I see another transformer. I said, then she's like, him? I said, nah, that's another one. Then we leaving, and then there's another transformer. My wife had to point it out to me. I was like, I thought it was a woman. I thought it was a woman. I thought it was just like because it was older. But I thought it was just a woman, like an older woman. You know, older women, they get old, they get wrinkles in the face, and you know what I mean? Like, you an old woman. I'm not even worried about ain't nobody looking at you anyway. You know what I'm talking about? But it was a transformer. I'm like, let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get out of here. You feel me? Like, what is going on? Because everybody's desensitized to it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not desensitized to it because I'm in the truth. So I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? And you know why kids are so special? Because they don't have that lie mechanism. They don't have that lie mechanism. You know what I mean? You ask a grown-up person, what color is Jesus? Black. Oh, word. You know he's black. But then you go to their house, they got Caesar Borgia up. You know what I mean? And if they got a child there, you can ask a child, what color is Jesus? White. Who told you that? My mommy. When she just told you that Jesus was black. Because the child don't have that lie mechanism. The child don't know how to defend itself by lying yet. That's why when the child sees somebody in the store, they go, Mommy, she's fat. Right. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's wrong. Don't say that. You can't just say that out loud. Oh, I got you, brother. You can't just say that out loud. You know what I mean? Don't say that. But kids, they don't have that understanding. Like, if she's fat, she's fat. You know what I mean? If he's fat, he's fat. So when the kids see the transformer, they go, "What is that? What are you?
What are you? Yeah.
You're dressed like a lady, but you're a boy.
Right.
What are you?" Like, they be so serious because they don't know. They don't know how to like. They're like in their mind. They're like, what the is going on? You do what I'm saying? I know the kids in the truth be like that because like we tell them all the time, like, hey, girls wear dresses, boys wear pants, and that's it. You know what I mean? And they go, okay. You know what I mean? So when they see a girl, a man in a dress, they like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And now you have to explain to your 5-year-old child why a man is wearing a dress. Why do we have to do that? For the same reason why you have to tell them that everybody's going to celebrate a murder tomorrow. A massacre.
Right.
A mass slaughter. Yes.
Thank you, sir. What I don't get is you introduce this to children and then you lie to them about it instead of telling them the truth. And they grow up
Explain.
like, okay, they say on Thanksgiving, the Indians and these white people sat together and they ate and they had fun and they have you making all of these turkeys and stuff like that. And you know the truth, but they probably didn't even know about this at all. They didn't know about this at all. You're introducing this to them as some kind of like get together when that's not the truth. And like if you're gonna bring it up, you might as well just tell them the truth, because they're just gonna grow up to do what they parents have been doing this entire time.
Right. Thanksgiving is new. Thanksgiving is something that's new on the earth. Right. White people always celebrated Thanksgiving, but we never celebrated Thanksgiving up until like 1920. 1920s is when they put it in schools, in like elementary schools, and then they started teaching people about. They sat together and had turkey and started making hand turkeys and stuff like that. That's when that came about. But before that, nobody. The only white people were celebrating Thanksgiving. You know, we were servants. We were serving the Thanksgiving turkey, like cooking the Thanksgiving turkey and all that, because you know what I mean. That's how they had it.
They wasn't even selling us turkeys or nothing.
Yeah.
That's why we made menudo.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We weren't selling us no meat.
We didn't do that.
And sir, they didn't teach us about the Holocaust till I was in middle school, finna go into high school. You bring up Thanksgiving to a little child, and they're in elementary school. And you're lying to them about what it really is. Now they're coming home with all these turkeys, and on Christmas they come home with their head on an ornament, and now you have to teach them the truth about it. Like, it's terrible.
Right. Are we done on that scripture? Give me Deuteronomy 7. I think it's verse like 5, 4. Because this is talking about not giving their daughters unto thy sons and not giving their sons to their daughters, right? But then it says, because then they'll surely turn them away from serving me, right? They'll turn them away from serving the Most High, right? Not me literally, the Most High. The Most High is saying this way. I'm just quoting it. You know what I mean? You got it?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 4. So I'm going to start at 3, sir. Select you. Neither shalt you make marriages with them.
Right, no covenants. Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
Right. You're going to turn away the son from following the Most High. You feel me? That's what's going to happen. Because a man that marries a white woman, of course he's going to want to please and love his wife. Of course. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to play the nice guy to keep the argument down in the house. Sometimes you got to push the button to turn it up. Sometimes you got to turn it down. Sometimes you have to be, you know what I mean? You have to maneuver certain things to get what you want in certain way. You know what I mean? You can't always be like oppressive. So as a man, you know what I mean, in a house with your wife, it being another nation, you know what I mean, of course you're gonna want to give her something, you know what I mean, for herself, right? Especially if she can't serve your God, but she believes in God too, her God. You know what I mean? That's why it's telling you not to do those things, right? Because you're gonna turn away. Eventually, they're gonna turn you away from serving. You know what I mean? Or is she gonna leave you?
Right.
Especially nowadays. I don't know how brothers. If a brother had married a white woman, and then he comes into the school, he's still married to that white woman. I just don't understand how you're gonna get along with her. You know, so I can't. I wouldn't be able to get along with her. Every time we talk, I'd be like, "Well, you're the devil. I'm not the devil. You are." You know what I mean? Like it'd be crazy. And then you have kids, and then like she's going to Christmas dinner, and you're going to Hanukkah. Now where the kids gonna go? Because them kids is Israelites. Now you got to argue with her about Easter.
Right.
You think what I'm saying? That's why I say getting a woman in the world is crazy, because now you have to argue. It's not only that you have to argue about certain things, about the truth and this, that, and doing this and what she wants and this, that. Now you have to argue about Christmas and birthdays and Easter and Thanksgiving and Christmas. And you know what I mean? It's a whole different problem now, instead of just being like, nah, I'm gonna just find me a sister in the truth. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's the last thing you want to do is be Christ returning, and you need help getting these bug out bags together and packing them, and Christ is gonna return soon, and y'all arguing about Christmas. Like what, girl? If you don't get this arguing about pork, this shrimp and shit, stupid stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Keep reading.
Come. That they may serve other gods.
Right?
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Keep going.
Verse 5. But thus shall ye deal with them.
This is how you're gonna deal with them, right? With the other nations, right? Go ahead.
Ye shall destroy their altars.
Do what?
Destroy their altars.
Throw that turkey out. Do what?
Destroy their altars.
Destroy their altars. The Christmas ornament you was talking about, I'm gonna break it right in front of them. Dish! Now sweep it up. No, I want to break it. You know what I mean? I want to break it right in front of them and have them sweep it up and throw it away. We don't do this. Not in this house. Keep going. Oh no. Read it one more time.
But thus shall ye deal with them.
Those turkeys that they coming home with, the hand turkeys. Oh, rip it up. Go ahead.
Ye shall destroy their altars.
Keep going.
And break down their images.
And do what?
Break down their images.
Hell, Caesar Borgia got to go too.
Right.
That's why we be at camp throwing Caesar Borgia all around. So we throw Caesar Borgia up the block, the Quran up the block. What do we do with the Quran at camp?
We use it to stabilize the podium on the ground.
We hold up the podium that we stand on with the Quran. It's garbage,
right.
Trash. The only reason why I be like, hey, don't throw that away, because it's hard to find good cardboard. Oh, my mama, yeah, it's all real talk. It's hard to find good cardboard. And the Quran is excellent at holding up the podium. You know what I mean? Hey, the Lord knows when to send a good book. And I know what to do with a good book. Put it underneath the podium. You know what I mean? We need to get the Art of War and 48 Laws of Power and put that underneath the podium also.
Right.
Because that's garbage too. The Lord gave us like 600 laws of power.
Right.
So I'm like worrying about 48 for. Go ahead.
And cut down their groves.
Uh-huh.
And burn their garden images with fire. Burn their graven images with fire.
Burn it up with fire.
Right.
The Lord don't want none of that. Christmas trees ain't coming into the kingdom.
Right.
Thanksgiving turkeys ain't coming into the kingdom. I hope turkeys do come in the kingdom, but Thanksgiving turkeys ain't coming into the kingdom. Turkey is delicious. I love me a turkey sandwich with extra mayonnaise and tomato. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah. I'm just not. Tomorrow, I'm boycotting turkey.
Right.
I boycott turkey. Today, tomorrow, day after that, I probably won't eat turkey until like Sunday or something. You feel me? Fuck turkey.
Right.
F turkey.
Right.
And I don't want no cranberry sauce. Macaroni and cheese can go too right now. I love banana pudding. I don't want it tomorrow. Sweet potato pie. It's the same spirit. But it's in the same spirit though. It's in the same spirit. Throw them out. Throw them out. Like what's the name? That sweet potato pie. That's the reason why you got it. You didn't know that it was a spiritual thing. You didn't know, but it's just the enchantment because you went to the store and they was like, "Hey man, we got sweet potato pie on sale." You didn't even think about it. You was like, "Oh, I like sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie is lawful." And then you didn't think about what time of the year it was. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with it. I understand. You didn't buy it in the spirit of Thanksgiving. You bought it in the spirit of I'm hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Sweet potato pop. It sure is delicious. What's going on?
Sir. Some people, they start buying this stuff not just because they're hungry, but because when they see it, it reminds them of what they used to eat when they were younger.
Right.
And they're like, oh, like I want to feel that again. That's pretty much what they're doing with Christmas and every other holiday. Like I used to do this when I was younger, and I want to feel this way again. So it's the same thing.
Hosea 4:6, right? Sis, when you tell them about these holidays, right? What's the first comeback they come back with?
They always try to make it about God.
No.
Well, from
I'm going to say what my family tells me, because I told them the story about Thanksgiving. They go, "But we're not doing it in that way."
That what they say?
That's the one thing they tell me.
Nope. Your call.
But it's for the kids.
Oh, that's the number one comeback. What about the kids? Kids don't give a damn about Christmas. They don't give a damn about Halloween. As long as they got candy, they ain't tripping. You can go to the store and buy a whole bunch of candy and be like, "Thank you, Daddy." Walk around the house eating candy like, well, you know what I mean? And then they gonna run after each other and burn all the sugar off and have a sugar crash.
Right.
They're not worried about Thanksgiving. Ain't nobody worried about it. They don't even eat the turkey half the time and eat the Thanksgiving food half the time because they don't like it. Like, it's, you know what I mean? They'd rather have chicken nuggets and fries. They'd rather have chicken nuggets and fries. Right. I'm probably gonna have to make chicken nuggets and fries tomorrow. You know what I mean? Along with the etouffee, because I don't want no chicken nuggets and fries. I want some food. I be hungry every day, not just on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm talking about? Right. I work hard, right? And you know what I mean? Kid Christmas, you think you can go buy your kid 100 toys, 100 toys from the dollar store, and they just gonna have a ball. It don't matter if it's Christmas or it don't matter if it's the 2nd of August. They just gonna have a ball with all the toys. Oh, thank you, Daddy. They don't care if it's wrapped up or not. You know who cares? The person with the video camera.
Right.
Who has the video camera?
Mama.
It ain't even the dad no more. The dad taking the Christmas picture, because his wife told him to take the Christmas picture. Right. Come on, we gotta wear dress alike on 4th of July. Come on, we gotta dress alike on Christmas. Come on, let's take the picture. And he like, nigga, I don't care. Like, you feel me? I'm trying to watch the game, and he probably care about eating.
Yeah.
But he don't care if it's turkey. He don't care if it's chicken. You can make this thing some meatloaf, and he gonna be like, "Oh, thank you, babe." Yeah, like it's not. It doesn't make him. I think, and I really think men don't like Christmas because the women spend all our money.
Yeah.
You know, tomorrow, so they be like, man, we can do away with Christmas. You feel me? Like it's not for the kids. It's not. It's for the women.
Right.
Like that's why the women fill up the Christian church. And the only reason why men go there is because women is there. That's what we love. You know what I mean? A nice booty, derriere, and a pretty smile. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh wee, she fine. You stupid. No, I'm not gonna say stupid. Gullible over a woman. That's why the Lord said that's one of the strongest things outside the truth. The strongest thing outside the truth is a woman. Them the Lord's words. Them ain't my words. You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Gullible. We're goofy over. Women say you're handsome. Thank you. I promise you. Sis. You ever did that with your husband? You ever did that with your husband? Yeah, you're handsome. He go, thank you. I remember one time we was here and he was like, yeah, we gotta be cool and do with you. And he walks up, he goes, my wife rubs my back. he was excited and happy. I was like, Cap goes, see what I mean? You know what I mean? That's why when the camp time comes around, we're gonna be left alone. Because when we're around you, we got to be all nice and soft and everything. Then we got to go out to camp and go, you're the devil. But then we still thinking about the woman. So, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? You understand what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just that's just a type of energy a woman puts off. Right. But then they got that in them too. We need to take this picture for Christmas. You can't be with me if you ain't gonna do Christmas and this, that, and the third, and that, this, and the third. It buckles a lot of men. Mm-hmm. Men in the Isupk be like, so you ain't gonna bring the Christmas tree in the house. Now what? Well, I'm gonna leave you, and you ain't going nowhere. Like, oh, what you gonna do then? And you ain't gonna go nowhere. You better get over there and sit down. You know what I'm talking about? And plan what you gonna cook. You know what I'm talking about? Then you put on Class on the TV. Well, then what? Right. Then what? What you gonna do? Better just gonna go with it. Better go with it. Come on, sir. I'm just saying. That's the type of life. But that's the children are the one. I mean, the women are the ones that's like when kids are born. My kids ain't had not one birthday, and I don't even think they care about it. Only reason why they know what birthdays is because they go to school and they be like, "Oh, it's somebody's birthday, cupcakes. You want some cake? I don't think you need no cake. Your mama gonna give you some ice cream after you eat your dinner. If you eat your dinner, you don't need no cake. You get ice cream all the time. You feel me? If you're a good girl, a good boy, you get ice cream. Ooh, I like ice cream. Who in here likes ice cream? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But they always say it's for the kids. You want to lie to them and teach your kids how to disobey God. Why don't you teach your kids how to obey God? Right. Give me the scripture.
This book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
Right. They're destroyed. We're destroyed. And we're not destroyed because we don't make money. We're not destroyed because we don't you know what I mean? Because we don't make money. We're not destroyed because we don't know how to build a house. We're not destroyed because we don't know how to go to work. We're destroyed because we don't have the knowledge of God.
Right.
Hold that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 17 and 11. It's in the Apocrypha.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
He gave us what?
Knowledge.
Start at verse 10.
Verse 10. And the elect shall praise his holy name.
Right.
Verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
Right. This is talking about the this is talking about the kingdom and the rulership that the Lord is going to give us. But then it says, besides this, the Lord gave us knowledge.
And the law of life for an heritage.
What's the knowledge that the Lord gave us?
And the law of life for an heritage.
The law, the knowledge that the Lord gives us is the law.
Right.
So we're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We're destroyed for a lack of law.
Right.
That's the knowledge that the Lord wants us to have. And we're destroyed because we don't have that law. That's why we celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and Halloween. That's why we treat each other like dirt. That's why we don't know how to marry each other. We don't know what marriage is. We don't know what loving your children is. We don't know what loving each other is. That's why we sell each other drugs. That's why we abort our babies. Because we don't have law. We're a lawless people. But our leaders are telling us what? The laws are done away with. Keep going.
Oh, it's like I went back to
Why? I didn't tell you to go back to Hosea. You too smart. You talking about you being too zealous. I didn't tell you to go back. We still in Ecclesiasticus 17 and 11.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 17, verse 12. He made an everlasting covenant with them.
He made an everlasting covenant with who?
With them.
That's a cut. That's a cut. That's a cut. When they say the Gentiles, he made an everlasting covenant with the Israelites,
right?
The elect that gave the law, right? Go ahead.
And showed them his judgments.
He showed them his what?
Judgments.
That's why you, black man, when you eat, when you celebrate Christmas, right? In the black community, people die. When you celebrate 4th of July in Chicago, everybody gets shot up. They have 23 shootings in one night. New Year. Yeah. New Year. They have a lot of shootings in one night. A lot of people die all over the earth, black man, Hispanic man, because we're celebrating something that we're not supposed to celebrate because we're getting a judgment from the Most High. That's why we were put in chains. That's why we're destroyed. That's why white people can push Caesar Borgia. That's why when we go to camp, white people can walk up to you and say, do you believe in Jesus? After we're calling the white man the devil, the oppressor, the devil. He can walk up and say, do you believe in Jesus? In the middle of it. In the middle of us talking to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, an oppressor can walk up and oppress you. That's okay. You just get made an example out of. Right. We just make an example out of you. That's cool. Okay. You dig what I'm saying? That's why we're oppressed. That's why pork is everywhere. That's why Dylan Roof Thorne went in that Christian church and shot up everybody. That's why Peyton Gendrick went to Buffalo and shot up everybody. That's why. Keep reading.
Verse 13. Their eyes saw the majesty.
Oh, that's it. All right, now go back to Hosea.
Hosea 4, right?
Right.
What verse was it?
6.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Right.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Because we did what?
Rejected knowledge.
We rejected the law. That's what we reject. The Lord's people reject the law. We don't want no law. Ain't this a law class?
Right.
We don't want no law at all, ever. You dig what I'm saying? That's why when they say that the laws are done away with, okay, well, give me your wallet. Thou shalt not steal. You just told me the law was done away with. Goofy. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Come on, sis. You took the words right out of my mouth. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee.
Right? The Lord is also going to reject us. That's why we last hired, first fired. You dig what I'm saying? Because the Lord rejected us because we reject the Lord. That's why when the government shutdown happened and the people that work for the government was black and Hispanic, and they you feel me? And they walked off the job at TSA. Now that's why Donald Trump walked up and said, "You're un-American." Because I want to go get a job that pays. You ain't paying me. You know what I'm talking about? Well, why don't you go tell the what they call the landlords that until the government opens up, they can't evict me. Because right now they want me out, and I need to pay them rent. Pay me. Take some money out of your pocket and pay me. Oh no, I can't do that. Shut up. You feel me? That's why ICE right now can go pluck Hispanic brothers up out of anywhere they at. They be at graduations for kids, at their job, construction sites, anywhere. Anywhere they want to go pluck them up, they'll do it. That's over there at Cap, yeah, right there at Cap Yard's old job. Or by Cap Yard's old job. I know. We know. We pays attention. We pays attention. We know everything that's going on. We know everything that's going on because we reject laws. We reject the knowledge of God. That's why it's all happening. They're going tribe by tribe because first it was the Venezuelans, then it was Venezuelans. Is it Naphtali? Yeah, Naphtali. That's who they rounded up. They treat my brothers like aliens. But really, he's the alien. He's the one that's not natural here, that's not supposed to be here. I can be here because my brothers say I can be here.
Right.
You know what I mean? It is their land. You know what I mean? I don't think the tribe of Gad ever was like, yeah, I don't want you niggas here. No, he was like, what up, nigga? When he see me, he was like, brother. You feel me? That's how Gad was. I know Gad was like that. I just, in my mind, I know it. I don't care. I don't care what they talk about. When they see me, they was like, brother. Yeah, so I was like, hey, you know, come on over here. You know, so and we went over there and we made fried chicken and ate green-eared corn. And I'm pretty sure we did. I know we did. And some fried bread. Real talk. Some fried bread. I know we did. I just know it. I don't know why. I just know it. Right. It's like I was there. I seen it. I was like, yeah, brother. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead. Keep going.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right. That's what the Lord did. He took away his holy covenant. Not his holy covenant, because his covenant lasts forever. He took away his favor on us.
Right.
He took away his favor on us at the moment for a time. Go ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
Well, he's also going to forget who?
I will also forget thy children.
So the reason why your children is going through problems, it's your fault. It's your fault. Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman, and then black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Is your fault for not checking that woman. Because you're supposed to be the what? Authority in the house, the God in the house. You're supposed to be that. And when you don't do that, and when you don't let her tell her when she's wrong, you in trouble. That's it. But y'all want the law for that too? You want the rule for that too? You dig what I'm saying? Keep reading on that scripture.
Verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me.
Right. The more of us it was, and the more we got, the more we sinned against God. Go ahead.
Therefore will I change their glory into shame.
We used to be glory. Used to be glory all over this place with us. Black folks glorying, Hispanic glorying, Native Americans glorying. Now it's all shame. Now it's all shame. We look at each other and it's shameful. Other people look at us and it's shameful. The only thing that's giving us hope is the ISUPK and this Bible. That's the only thing giving us hope. That's why if we don't go teach the truth, who gonna teach it? The purple guys? Masada? Genesis made the exit. Now they Exodus. Now they lamenting. You feel me? Who? Sakari? Sakari gonna teach it? Well, they need to teach them. Let me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stay okay. I'm gonna stay right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stay right. You dig what I'm saying? Who gonna teach it? TD Jakes? Kirk Franklin? Who gonna teach it? It has to be you. It has to be us. It has to be the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Israelites, and the ISUPK. Nobody else. Because we're the only ones that's not going to sell out. We're not. We're the only ones that's going to tell it like it is, and we're going to battle. Man, we battle with Christians, Muslims, women, children, brothers, white men, Asians. You know, so we battle with everybody. We battle at home. We battle at work. We battle at out in class. We battle everywhere. We're just warriors. That's it. We're just warriors. You dig what I'm saying? We're just warriors. That's why women be like, y'all too rough. Y'all tough. Y'all too rough. Yeah, I know. And your man at home be letting you run all over him. Right. And like when we was at camp the other day and we were sitting there, I was on the podium going crazy. You know what I'm talking about? And the black dude, he was with, it was 2 black dudes and 2 black girls, and the black dude stopped and they looked. They were sitting there listening. And the woman, she came up with that face. You know how they do that scrunch up there, boy. She was like, come on. You know what I mean? And he was like, okay. You know what I'm talking about? But at first he was looking like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah. And that's when I got up there and I said what I said about stand up and take over your household. They hate that. Women in the world hate men like us because we're gonna take the men that they have and that they rule over and build them up and make them strong again. They hate that. And then now they can't celebrate Thanksgiving. Now they can't celebrate Christmas. Now they can't celebrate Easter. Now they can't celebrate their birthday. Now they can't wear them little skimpy clothes that they like to wear out because the man in the house is like, no, it ain't happening. Don't do it. Yeah, being a man. And they hate that because their whole life, everybody told them whatever, you can do whatever you want to do. Let's agree to disagree. Ain't no agreeing to disagree. If you won, if I agreed with you, it's because I agreed with you. You feel me? The only reason why you're able to do it is because I agreed. I said okay. You dig what I'm saying? The reason why you didn't do it is because I said not to. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. My house, we ain't celebrating Thanksgiving. What about your house, Capiar? Is your house? Is there Thanksgiving being celebrated in your house, Capiar? I don't even believe him. He said, hell nah. Hell nah. Right. You feel me? What about y'all? Y'all celebrating Thanksgiving?
Hell no.
Hell nah. And I know all the ISUPK households around the earth not celebrating no Christmas. I mean, not celebrating no Thanksgiving and no Christmas and no Easter. Why? Because we do what the Lord said. That's just it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You dig what I'm saying? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know what I'm talking about? And you know I did that in some milk, right? You know what I'm talking about? I crumbled the cookie up in the milk. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, milk and cookies. Ooh, ooh. Oh my mama, the milk and cookies. Who don't like? Raise your hand if you like milk and cookies. Lord knows we are not this. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Ooh, we milk and cookies. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it happens. You dig what I'm saying? And it's because you have the rulership of it. You rule. Make sense? You said what? Yeah, but you got the lactose milk. I know. I see it. Lactose free milk, I think it's called.
Yes, sir, but I have a question about the scripture underneath where it says, they eat up the sin of my people and they set their heart on their iniquity. Like,
So, like, you want me to read this, sir?
Yeah, where's it at?
The book of Hosea 4, verse 8. They eat up the sin of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquity.
Hold on. Hosea 4 and 8. That I would have to talk to Captain Yacht to talk about that. You know what I mean? Because what I'm definitely not going to do is teach something that I don't know about.
Right.
That's what I'm definitely not going to do. You dig what I'm saying? Tell Capiar Capiar, text me that question.
Chapter 4, verse 8. Hosea chapter 4, verse 8.
Yeah. But to me, that sound like they talking about somebody else. You know what I mean? Especially in verse 9, when it says, "I will punish them for their ways and reward them their doings." But that could be talking about blacks. That could be talking about us too, though. Yeah. And just talking in the way, you feel me? Let me talk to Cap about it. Yeah. No, Hosea 4 and 8.
the water, sir.
Yeah, text me that, and I'll talk to Captain Yacht to talk about it. Is there any more questions that I can answer?
No, sir.
If that's talking about who I'm thinking about it, that's simple. But it's just It's just the words that we use. You know what I mean? Black folks always talking some shit, man. How long? It could.
My question is, because it says like,
Hold on,
they-
Caviar.
My,
Hold on, Caviar.
my question is, because it says they, it kind of, because it was obviously talking about the elect, about how people are singing, and that's why all the children have all these problems, and it says they, so it kind of, it sounds like it's separating the two.
Right.
That's why. And then,
And because they say they eat up the sin of my people.
right.
You know what I mean? So like it's not it's I'm not sure if it's talking about the people like my people, or is it talking about like somebody like the kids, or is it talking about like the oppressor, or is it talking about the women, or is it talking about, you know what I mean? So we got to figure out who that they is.
Right.
When we figure out who the they is, it'll become all the way clear.
Like I don't
You
know
know what I
if
mean?
it's something in the chapter before that that will probably.
We still wouldn't know who the they is. You know what I mean? So we got. Let me talk to Captain. We have to talk about it. I'll have an answer for you next week.
The water say.
Yeah. Next week. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. You feel me? All right. So everybody just hold on that question, and I'll have an answer for y'all next week. Yeah, I mean, Capiar, is there any more questions online? That's it. Any more questions in the room? So we all know the Bible, huh? I feel it. We all just know the Bible. I dig it. You know what I mean? Especially you. Yeah, but it's just you got to have some questions about something. Let's start with one. What's question number one? He's I got a million questions. What's question number one? No, but then nobody can hear you.
I mean, one question about what?
Anything.
About anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm stuck at how do we wake like our brothers up? That's really what's the biggest question. Me joining the group, me doing anything.
Isaiah 28.
That's all really that I really like. I can't get my mind off of it. That's all like my main focus is, man, I feel like I gotta wake somebody up, dude. Like,
give me the foolishness of preaching. Ooh-wee. The fools. Hey, Capiar. Where is cry loud, spare not? I think it's Isaiah 28:1. Isaiah 20. I think it's Isaiah 28:1. What? Right. No, it's not. You said what? 58:1. Isaiah 29. Isaiah 28 must be upon precept. Isaiah 28:10. You.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1.
No, then where's the foolishness of preaching?
Oh, that's in Corinthians, ain't it? 1 Corinthians 1:21. This book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God.
Right.
It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Right. That's how we're going to save the people, by the foolishness of preaching. Because everybody out here don't know God.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But we know God. So we go out there and we preach. And they call us fools because we believe Jesus is black. They call us fools because we believe blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can put down the drugs. They call us fools because we believe that men, black men, Hispanic men, and Native American men can run their households and be righteous in the Lord, in the eyes of God. They call us fools because we believe in the laws of God. Simple, right? Right. They call it right. They call us fools because I don't want to shoot you down in the street. Like, what sense does that make? They call us fools because once we deal with a woman intimately, we keep that woman forever. They call us fools for that. That's crazy. Right. They call our sisters fools too because they say because we can have multiple wives. So they look at her, they look at them and be like, you let your man have multiple wives and let you feel me? But that's what ain't that what they say? You let your man have multiple wives? That nigga do what he wants. Let. You know what I'm talking about? Then you start looking at your daddy like, why my daddy still with you? Like, you feel me? Why are you still with her? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I would have been moved out, still been married to her, gone. Just, you know what I mean? Is that it on that?
Come on, sir.
Give me Isaiah 58:1. That shit crazy. Let is crazy. But I hear that all the time though. I'm gonna leave him and find me another man. And And you know what? He gonna find another woman too. Because you just and then you're gonna be a deep hole. Ooh. Ain't that the Bible?
Right.
A deep hole. Deep ditch. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
That's how we save. That's how we go out and do. That's what we go out and do. That's how we have to do. That's how we have to be. You dig what I'm saying? So you ask the question, like, how do you go out and save and teach the people, right? First, you have to give me Hosea 5:12, Hebrews 5:12. Learn, reteach.
Right. Come on, sir. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again.
Right. When you want to become a teacher, you want to go out there and teach the people, you have to be taught again. You dig what I'm saying? Because everything outside of these walls, outside of these doors, it's not. It wasn't the business. Right. I don't care if you was in another Israelite group, in the fake Israelite group, or you was in the Christian church. They're all Christian.
Right.
It's all not the truth. Because some people are going to change things for their own understanding, or not their own understanding, because they want to change things because their own lust and their own fulfillment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they want to mess with little girls and they want to mess with get pegged and things like that. So they're going to change the Bible to think to what they want to be and what they want it to be and what they want it to show.
It's like we're still in class.
So we have to learn again, rethink again. You know what I'm talking about? Relearn again, because what we learned out there in the world was garbage. It was foolishness.
Right.
We come in here and we learn the true learning of God. You dig what I'm saying? So if you want to teach your people, you have to come back and keep coming back and keep coming back and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning. You dig what I'm saying? I'm still learning too, because I still have to call Captain Yatta so I can see what Hosea 4:8 talking about.
Right.
Yeah, 4:8. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm still we all still learning. You know what I'm talking about? The disciples were still learning too. Real talk, you have to come back you have to come home.
Right.
They don't.
So, like you, sir, and would you say that troopers shouldn't teach at the moment because they're still learning, or are they still allowed to like teach?
No.
Okay.
Troopers shouldn't teach. Troopers should only just be quiet and follow orders and ask questions.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? The time for teaching will come. Right now, just ask all the questions you want to ask. You know what I'm talking about? What is where out the doorstep? Find that for me. That's what they should do. They should wear out the doorstep of the men above them. Real talk. And then when it's time for them to be released onto the earth, release them. Hey, go conquer the earth, young fella. You know what I'm talking? Go conquer the earth, young fella. He's gonna go conquer the earth. That's what they like to do, right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Right. Let your foot wear the steps of his door. I mean, always be there. Hey, Salaki, sir, I got a question. Hey, Salaki, sir, I got this. Hey, this happened. This problem. Hey, I got this problem. Hey, what should I do about this? Because you know what I mean? That's how you're gonna learn, by asking the questions about what it is. You can't wait for me to tell you what it is. You have to come ask the question so I can tell you, okay. You know what I mean? And then precept this with this, and then you can put that with that. And then that's the same thing that was happening at this time in the Bible. You feel me? You feel me? So one thing you should not do is just try to teach. You know what I mean? You should wait, and your time of teaching is going to come. Because right now, you can confuse somebody and stop them from coming into the truth. And then their blood is going to be on your hands. You don't want that. You feel me? So you want to wait and be patient. You know what I mean? It ain't going to take that long, trust me. And then you can go conquer the earth. You feel me? So just be patient. You know what I mean? You got any questions, call me. You want to talk, call me. You feel me? You dig what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Call me. I got a lot of time to talk. I got a lot of time to talk. Don't text me. You know what I mean? I hate text because I'm a truck driver. Can't text back all the time. I can always be like, hey, hello, Lord in Christ, what's going on? You know what I mean? Ain't that right, Caviar? Sometimes I talk to Caviar 3-4 hours for we're doing nothing. Yeah, you feel me? I be driving, and then hey, Caviar, let me call you back 10 minutes, bro. I gotta unhook. All right. Get out the car, unhook and all that, and get right back in and call him back. Sometimes I put my little bud on and break the rules at the yard. Shh, don't tell him that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? Break the rules at the yard, be walking around, yeah, woo, 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 ha, 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 ha. And it ain't come up and tell me, hey, man, are you on the phone? Huh? You know what I mean? Look, you could be on the phone now, but when the loader starts loading you, don't get off the phone because I don't want no mishaps. All right, no sweat. You know what I mean? It be like that sometimes. Yes.
I have a question.
Okay. We definitely can't replay this class. This class like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
It's 1 Corinthians 11, 8 through 9.
Talking about the glory? Or 2 Corinthians?
No, 1 Corinthians 11, 8 through 9.
It's talking about the glory, right? The head?
The head covering, but my question, because I understand the head being covered and the head being uncovered, right? That's what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you're teaching when I'm speaking, my head has to be covered. But I understand that some people might get this confused with like thinking that Adam's rib came out of the woman came out of Adam's rib and stuff like that. I know it's not talking about that, but it says for the man is not of the woman, but
the woman of the man.
The woman of the man.
Yeah.
Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. But I know, is it talking about?
Let's go there.
Because I understand we all came from, the womb, like our moms gave birth to us. But like this is at 9 when it's talking about created. I'm trying.
First Corinthians 11 and 8. Go ahead. We get there. Go ahead. I got you, sis.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 8. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man.
Right.
Verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man.
Right.
Verse
So in the at the time of Adam, right? When before Eve, right? What did it say about Adam? Why did the Lord create create Eve?
Eve was supposed to be. Eve was supposed to be a helpmeet to Adam.
Yeah, you're giving me a textbook answer. Why did the Most High create Eve?
A man is not supposed to be alone.
Yes. Yes. And it said it's not supposed to be alone. He said it's not good for him to be alone.
So I hear concept.
So that's why he made Eve for Adam. This is
But why say of instead of,
because that's what woman means. Woman mean like man and woman is just like it's just like it's just a prefix. Man and woman. The what means of man.
Oh, okay. I was overthinking it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just of man. That's what that's all it is.
I was overthinking it because of is an expression between a part and a whole. So
Right.
he was alone, and it's not good to be alone. So she's what made him.
Yeah, because
whole.
he didn't. The Bible made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Man and woman. Man and woman. Yeah, and the two of them should become one.
That makes
What is
sense.
that? Okay. Yeah, and the two of them should become one. So it's not. So when you look at it, and even that right there, read that one more time.
Gone. 1 Corinthians 11:8. For the man is not of the woman, but
Right.
the woman of the man.
That is talking about leadership. That is talking about the first when up above when it's talking about 1 Corinthians 11:3. When it's talking about the order of the household. It's just given a deeper explanation of the order of the household, and it's giving you an explanation of because the woman is not supposed to lead the man is supposed to lead the woman because the man was there first and then the woman came. That's just it. Does that make sense?
Concert.
Keep-
The water that makes sense. I was like, I know it's not talking about like how Christians think that the wife is and then she
Yeah, that's weird.
type stuff.
That's weird.
Walking around naked.
Yeah, that's weird. They was naked. They was naked though.
Not literally.
Not literally naked.
can't-
They wasn't literally naked. They was just so like you know how we talk, right? If we ain't got no protection, no weapon, no gun, they be like, yeah, I'm out here naked, son. Right? That's what they were talking about. They was out there naked because they didn't have no protection. You know what I mean? Because they ate from the tree of good and evil. You know what I mean? So they knew good and evil. At first they only knew good. Now they know good and evil. You know what I mean? So they know no protection. So now they know about homosexuality, and now they know about Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter. You dig what I'm saying? So they was naked now. Now they didn't get like, oh Lord. You know what I mean? At first they didn't know about those things. It's like a child. You know how a child comes up. A child don't know Christmas until the mother teaches it Christmas. Child don't know birthdays until the mother be like, oh, it's birthday number 1. And then they get the birthday number 5. And every year now they like, shit, where my gift at? Nigga? You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, snap. Like, you feel me? You dig what I'm saying? And then now we're terrible people. you learn about the truth, and now you've been celebrating birthdays with this kid all his life, all her life until they're 7, and then now you strip birthdays away from them. You dig what I'm saying? You strip Christmas away from them. That's why it's better to just know God from the beginning. And when you raise your child in the Lord. Train up a child in the way he should go. He should not depart from it. Does that make sense? He should always never celebrated birthdays, always never celebrated Christmas, always never celebrated Easter. You do what I'm saying? So my kids is a blessing. Her kids is a blessing. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna know those things. Only reason why they're gonna know those things because we're gonna teach them that it's wrong according to God. I know. Drop the mic. Right. And with that, right, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. I now pass the class over to priest and officer Yukal Yala.
This is the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashra, which means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The Feast of Dedication, Hakanakah, 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days. That starts on Sunday, December 14th, for 8 days. You can find this in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, scarf. This concludes the ISPK security announcements.
All right, with that, I Majum. We just stand. Oh, ooh. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, stand up. That's you. So you may be seated. All right, you probably don't know yet, but this is we're gonna salute out, right? Your call.
Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat.
All right, we're gonna Ahmad Shabbat. It means that's like a stand at rest. Go ahead.
Amajum.
Amajum, so we stand like at attention.
Barak.
Barak.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Barakatah. Yadmata. So our faces, sisters, Amajum, which means stand. Men of Israel, Aman Shabbat.
You're gonna stand at a rest.
Amajum.
We'll come back together, stand at. All right.
Barak. Yahweh Shamar Lataba Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yadim Matah. Class dismissed.